I got 4 Depop orders while I was away, so I'm gonna pack those up and ship them now. Okay, honestly, I've been selling my stuff on Depop for like 2-3 years maybe, and I've had a very good experience. Not to flex, I'm kind of Depop famous. But yeah, it's really worked out for me as I've like gotten older and kind of grew out of all like my old clothes that were expensive, and I wanted to sell them without feeling like, I don't know, I felt kind of guilty about outgrowing a lot of my smaller clothes. So having the ability to like sell them online made me feel less guilty about growing out of my clothes, even though you shouldn't feel guilty about growing. I don't know. I enjoy Depop. Also, I sell a lot of my sister and my dad's old clothes on there. Like all 4 of these orders are my dad's clothes, like all men's. Yeah, my dad's also going through a growth spurt as well. So yeah, I'm by no means a Depop reseller. I just sell me and my old family's clothes we've grown out of, and my friends too, especially during college. Depop saved me during college. I made a lot of money off my old clothes, especially like the end, like selling all like my old college going out outfits that like I'm not gonna wear anymore. Highly would recommend Depop. Or Poshmark too, but honestly, I had a better experience on Depop, and Depop just got rid of like their selling fee. So I'd recommend going there first. So promoting sustainability, whatnot. Yay, the environment. A tip that I use for packing, I save all of my Amazon packaging just like downstairs in my basement for like when I get a Depop order. That is my biggest tip. And also to purchase, let me get it, need is like old Amazon packaging and packaging tape. Depop labels now come in QR codes you can show to the person at the post office, and they can just print the mailing label and stick it on, which is great because I don't have a printer. But right now I'm gonna put these thank you stickers I got on those packages. But yeah, as far as shipping goes, all you really need is an old package you can repurpose and shipping tape, which isn't too expensive. Oh, also, I didn't show it beforehand, but if I'm selling stuff, I like to make sure it's in really good condition. So I have this depiller I use, and also I lint roll them all before I put them in. Especially if you have more than one package, write down which items are in which package, because I have definitely, LOL, accidentally mixed up some packages before. Shout out to the 2 girls last year in college that I accidentally sent each other's packages to on my Depop. I refunded them both, but that was really embarrassing on my part. So don't do what I did. Okay, these are the packages, and I'm headed to the post office now. Headed to the post office in my very own car. I'm so excited about it, but I'm going to talk about my new car in my next video. But yeah, I'm here. I'm not going to film inside, but essentially I'm just going to go inside with the packages. I'm going to show them the email Depop sends you whenever you sell an item, and it comes with a QR code now, and then they just scan the QR code. It prints a receipt and they stick it on the package, and then you're essentially good. Also, I feel like I have more tips and Depop advice, but I'm gonna wait till I get back to my house and explain in more depth then. Okay, so now that I'm back home, I want to talk about my like tips and tricks for Depop stuff. I just tend to sell on Depop because that app works best with the demographic of the clothes I'm selling. I'm primarily selling young women's clothing, or women's size small and medium clothes, along with occasionally men's clothes, which is my dad. And I found that on Poshmark, when I was selling, the only things that sold were my dad's clothes, which I wasn't primarily
listing men's clothes at the time. So that's kind of why I moved away from Poshmark to Depop. But yeah, Poshmark is still a good option. Also ThredUp, I've heard, is a good option. I personally haven't used it yet. But yeah, anything that supports circular fashion and sustainability, I'm all for. I really do feel like secondhand digital e-commerce is the future of sustainable fashion. It's like kind of the only direction anyone is going in, if you think about it. It's kind of like one of the only ways everyday people can contribute to like circular and sustainable fashion, if you think about it. So I would highly encourage anyone to just sell your old clothes online if you want to make some extra money, or donate them, or just share them with your friends. That's what I do too. Or a lot of clothes too, like that me and my sister outgrow, I'll give to my friends who are a smaller size. But yeah, here are some tips I have specifically for Depop. My biggest tip is when selecting the weight of the package to click the lowest one. I noticed the app automatically will send it to like a middle tier level, which is a higher price, which you really don't need. I personally, as a seller, I select every package as the smallest size. I think I choose that size for most of my packages, unless they're like boots or shoes. Those I will go up in a size, usually up, and it'll be like the $5.40 shipping option. But yeah, most of my packages I will do the extra small size, the one that's $4.40. And I haven't been flagged for the shipping. Just a little tip. Also, hashtags. Use all 5 hashtags on Depop, and I've had the most luck with the hashtag Y2K. I know that's kind of cringe, but it's worked for me. Switching out the tags per season, like if it's springtime, obviously have the hashtag spring, and if you know it's going to be summer soon, do hashtag summer before like the season changes, kind of like that.
Hi, I forgot to mention, but in my notes app, I like to keep this copy and paste product description and bullet points. I will copy and paste that into my Depop description and then edit accordingly.
Also, just common sense stuff if you're going to be selling online. I feel like the higher rating you have correlates with your fast shipping time, and the higher rating you have, the app tends to push your listings more. So it just kind of goes with the Depop algorithm. Also, common sense stuff, don't sell like crappy products. If you know a product has a hole in it or like the stitches are off, I will like point to it in the picture or on the listing and say it in the description. And there's also a place where you can list or like rank the condition, and you can say it's in fair condition. Yeah, don't be a catfish on Depop. Also, I feel like I've had good luck because I sell things for a fair price. Like I said, I'm not a reseller. Like, this isn't my income. Like, I'd rather someone have clothes and like know the clothes are going to someone that's gonna use and wear and enjoy them than donate them and potentially have them in a landfill. Don't be like stingy with prices. I feel like I've had a lot of good luck because I price things fairly. I'm being completely honest. I also started my Depop to kind of declutter my room a bit, especially with, oh my god, I love thrifting, but ever since COVID, all of the dressing rooms and thrift stores have been like closed off, or at least in Savers, they've all been closed. So I feel like I acquired a lot of clothes that way as well, which I ended up selling on Depop because they didn't fit right, because I wasn't able to try them on in the dressing room. Yada, yada, yada. Oh my god, I remember on TikTok a few months ago, there was all this drama with this Depop reseller, and she thrifted a pair of, I think it was like Rue 21 sequin cheetah print shorts, and she's like tried to sell them for $300. Like, that I feel is a little unethical. Like, that's pushing it. But for the most part, Depop is a good vibe. Just you utilize it or just any kind of secondhand e-commerce platform. Worked out well for me. Hopefully it works out well for you. Best of luck. Cheers.